I'm so frustrated, you guys. I had literally just gotten all set up to film a whole bunch of videos for my other channel. Like, got my whole makeup on, got the set all set up, I finished dyeing my hair today, fresh, so it'd be perfect. And my husband called and was like, I finally got the internet, like, change over to our name, so it means you'll be without internet for a whole day. And I was like, right now? I need it for this, and then to upload the videos. And I was like, ah! Okay, I'm gonna drop the phone. I'm so mad. So I'm just gonna have to hotspot and use up all of the data I have. So that's what I'm doing today. But I thought, well, I finished the first one. So ready to do it all today. But I figured I'll just film a little bit of a vlog and show you like how my progress has been coming while I'm waiting for all of that. Because otherwise I wasted all of the makeup I put on. Not that I'm that good at makeup, but like it takes a long time and like, oh, I'm so mad. Anyway, I'm putting up bookshelves. Not putting up bookshelves, but putting the books on bookshelves. Like this is what I did all of yesterday, is I put books on shelves. Not all of yesterday, but like 3 or 4 hours. I'm not even done. I'm gonna put all the poetry on its own shelf over here. So the poetry isn't on here at all. Instead of taking out my manga, because I have a ton of manga. I don't think I found everything though, because like there's some missing. Like 16 is missing. 5 is missing. I don't know if it's like lost forever, like gave it to a friend and never got it back, or if it just got put in a different box. So once I'm done with all the boxes, then, which there are more, there's definitely more boxes. Once I'm done with all of that, then I'll do like a proper tour. That's like the main thing I did. I did a couple other interesting little things, but you guys seen Practical Magic? There's a quote in there. Here, I'll show you. I planted a couple things. It's not everything. My parents are gonna be coming to help me plant more things, but I planted lavender for luck. And I do not have a back gate, but I planted rosemary. So I've got that. Ooh, it's nice and windy. Oops. I also planted, because these are also 3 things. It's not just because of Practical Magic. They're also like 3 of the best plants for keeping bugs away. Catnip is the other one I planted. So all of those are right. I guess right next to it there's that fig. The fig might have died in the move. It might be completely gone. We'll see. Otherwise, the downstairs still kind of looks like a mess. I've gotten a lot of things like working better for me with some systems. I am gonna like really deep clean the floors. I can't find my Swiffer anywhere, so I went and bought a new one. Also, my hair matches the fridge. Pretty fun. Okay. Anyway, I had the whole day planned out. I was going to put in my mailbox, and it turns out it's just rocks. And so I cannot get through the rocks with the tools I have. So I have to get new tools and some help to put in my mailbox. And then I was gonna film for like hours today. And I'm just gonna like eat data trying to hotspot and do as much as I can, because I needed to film 6 videos for my other channel. Plus I was gonna film one for my main channel that wasn't just a vlog. Who knows what's gonna happen now? It's frustrating. Anyway, I have a box of brownie mix that has no dairy in it, and I might make that today as a treat to myself, because gotta keep treating myself. That's the thing. I have to keep treating myself to make all of this like hard work, because my gosh, unpacking and moving stuff and like setting up a house is a lot of physical labor. Like I fucked up my hands trying to put that mailbox in before I finally had to give up, because it was just straight rocks, and digging through it like messed up my hands. That's all I had to say on that. Hopefully I'll have other things to tell you, so this vlog will be more interesting. But yeah, I'm going back to the writing room now and doing my best. Okay, let me show you what I've been up to. I'm all sweaty and dirty because I've been at this for about an hour now, but I'm going to show you. Here, I'll turn the camera around actually. So, this is the planter bed my parents built while they were here. And you can see the progress I've made. So I've been filling this up with dirt. So this is my bucket. This is the only bucket I've got. So bear with me here. So you see how much I've been filling up. So I'm coming over here, a little fire pit. So this over here is the fallen tree, and it is right on the property line, like right, the orange thing. I don't know if you can see it very well. That's the marker of the corner of my property. So this tree, if I ever wanted to like put a fence in, would have to come out anyway. There's also just all this nice dirt. So I've been coming over here with my bucket and the shovel and just getting bucket loads of that and bringing it back. And that's how my day has gone so far. Well, I'm 2 days in. I'm 2 days in. And to be fair, I'm starting like a foot up from this. The bottom has just stuff in it. But yeah, we're here. So I gotta finish filling this up and then get some like better topsoil for it. And then I can start planting my, well, probably tomatoes. My mom recommended doing hot weather things. So probably tomatoes and maybe some peppers. And we'll see. I have to go and get the actual starts for it. And then there's my, this is the other thing my parents did, is kind of cut back the brush. This was what was left over. So I've got some firewood for my fire pit and then extras from the shelves we were making. So we did shelves for most of the closets too. So very productive so far. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is my view. So pretty. I didn't mention while I was down there, but please ignore the compost pile, the like debris, the watermelon rinds that were over there. My composter comes tomorrow, so I'll be cleaning all of that up. The deer walked through and ate some of my compost pile, so that's why it was strewn about. So it's not that I'm just making a mess back there. That's going to be in my composter. It's just that it's not here yet, and then I will clean it up, I promise. Okay, let's give you an update on everything going on in the yard right now. So first thing, this thing I think is a squash. It kind of just came up on its own, so I actually planted more squash seeds around it, squash and zucchini. So hopefully it's a squash. I don't actually know what this one is either. That could be a weed, who knows? But I'm just gonna let them grow and see if the other squashes grow up with them. I ended up putting some morning glory seeds in this one, so we'll see if they come up. The rosemary is still doing great. The sad cactus and the sad succulent are out here getting some more sunshine because they need it. They might be dead. And the pineapple, some R&R in the sun. Catnip is doing great. I keep having to pinch it off to give it to the cats, and it's doing great. Either the bok choy or the spinach is coming up in this one. I don't remember which one I put on which side. So it's one of those two. That's pretty much the only thing of the things I've planted that's coming up. I planted the garden back here. We'll get to the starts later. I planted 2 different kinds of pepper seeds that I happen to have. Who knows if anything's going to come up this year. I had to start really, really late, and I had to mostly do from seeds because starts were not at the store by the time I was starting. So we'll see how the seeds do, but it's just starting to get hot here. Like, it's been cold, so it's been probably too cold for peppers. And then here I've got, I think I did peas and beans, which once they come up, I'll get like a little thing to have them grow up. But for now, it didn't really matter. Who knows if they'll even come up. And I have 2 different types of tomatoes. They only had like a few things, so I just grabbed what looked good. Early girls here, and I got ones with flowers on them, so hopefully we'll get to, oh, this one has a tomato growing. Great, so they're doing okay. And then the big ones are Brandywines, and they both had some tomatoes on them. So we'll see how they do. It's honestly, it's getting so hot. They actually look like they're starting to ripen already. They were way greener than that. And like the leaves don't look that happy, but I think that's because I had to transplant them. So maybe they'll start to perk up. The ground is still really moist. I know they need like a lot of water, but it's moist from when I watered, and I'll water them again tonight. Come and look at my wood pile. So this is entirely just like dead debris and like crap that my parents cut into like firewood size stuff for me, just from like around the edges of the property where like you can kind of see there's still some things where there's just like a lot of fallen trees, or trees that are like half knocked over and like half alive, or trees that were just like lying around. They cut up a ton of that for me, so I actually have a decent firewood pile. It's not going to live here. Once I get the shed put in, it's going to go live by the shed, but it just got put here for now. I've got my fire pit. How cute is this? I love this. This is like my dream, to like get to sit outdoors and have a little fire in a fire pit and eventually like cook on it. A lot of this is nettles, stinging nettles, pretty painful, but I think at some point I'm going to get immune to them. And then here's my new pride and joy. my composter. Look at this behemoth. So, well, it's a dual one, so there's nothing in this side at all. You won't even be able to see probably. Oh, here you go. But this one's got stuff in it. Actually, I had the coffee ground thing to put in here. And you're just supposed to kind of leave it. And then every couple days you just sort of spin this thing. And so you fill up one side completely, which it looked like it was full, right? Because it was like open like that. But as it decomposes, this is probably like half full. It's mostly like nettles, to be honest, in there. That's why I got stung so much. But yeah, so you just kind of like roll it to get things moving around. And then it's just supposed to get hot and start decomposing. So I just kind of turn it every few days. As I have food scraps, I'm gonna bring them out here. A lot of the yard waste stuff is already in there, so hopefully just with time it'll kind of decompose in there. It's already kind of starting to. You can kind of smell the decomposing, but it might be like too many grassy things. It might need some more stuff. I might put some dirt in. Oh, you can see there's another molehill. This is a molehill. Can you see that well on camera? There's another one actually. I'll show you over here. So I'll show you what I'm doing about the moles, because I'm not going to poison them. Oh, my terrible, I need to do something better about the hose. I need to get a better hose. This hose just like came with the house. So it's not the best one, but it's working great for me so far. Where's that molehill? Oh, here's this. Here's a new one that I haven't done anything about quite yet. This one is just I found this morning. So what I've been doing, I heard that they don't like coffee grounds. So I've been taking my used coffee grounds and just uncovering the hole, because you can't like, here, I'll show you. See, the hole is like inside. Oh, I'm not even gonna be able to find it. It's like collapsed. Okay, fine. We can't find it on this one. But usually you can just like push the dirt aside and there's like, you can see the hole really well. And then I just pour the coffee grounds down there. And at least it's not been returning to the same holes that I've done that to. So it seems to be working. But I also went ahead and bought one of these things, because like the mole's done a lot of damage on the yard already. I got one of these. So these are supposed to, it's solar powered, and it's supposed to just every so often it emits a sound that's supposed to like that. So it just does that. And it's supposed to then kind of scare the mole away from an area. So I've got one here. That was a molehill. I just then put it there. Okay, I put coffee grounds in this one this morning and then kind of collapsed it a little bit. But yeah, they're kind of all over. And I know moles are a problem. I just have to discourage it from coming around my house. Like, I don't care if it's elsewhere, but like, you can see there are molehills here, 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 here. They're just like all over. So I'm gonna just every couple days move the little noisy thing and see if that works. And I'll keep up with the coffee grounds, because gotta do something about that little guy. But yeah, that's kind of the updates for right now. This is kind of the trial year. I think next year we're gonna have 2 planter beds for vegetables, and I'm hopefully gonna have one in the front for flowers as well. Actually, I didn't even show you my flowers. Okay, let's go do the flowers. We're just like circling the house. It is really pretty out. It's kind of hot today to be doing this. First up, my lavender is doing really great, and my little wildflower pot is doing really great. They are coming up once they start having flowers. I mean, it's like I just dumped a whole bunch of wildflower seeds in there. And then this one will be a sunflower once it sprouts, but it hasn't sprouted yet, so we shall see. But yeah. Anyway, that's the update on the yard so far. Do you want to see? Okay, I'm going to show you also my rose bush. Look at these. Those wild roses, aren't these gorgeous? But the thing they're growing on is like, it's ugly as sin. It's terrible. It has to go, and then hopefully the roses will come back on their own in a prettier manner. But it's such a like tangle of thorns and prickly things. I don't want to tackle this one. I mean, look at these thorns. Look at these. And then there's nettles. There's stinging nettles in there. Like it's, and then to that's, you have to get past all of that, and then you can get to this like angry stump of a tree. So someday I'm gonna deal with that, but that's not gonna be a right now project. But yeah, anyway, there you go. All the cool things happening in the yard.